Welcome into Tea Time. I'm Anthony Rio,
I'm Patrick Lomeli.
and have we got a special for you today. We're covering Keenan Revue, Junior Parents Weekend, Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, by the way. If you have nobody to hold you close, then hold us close on Tea Time. And Tea Time starts now. And welcome back to Tea Time. Patrick, you're in Keenan.
I am.
You went to the Revue.
All 3 days.
All three. I only went once. I went on Friday.
was a
Give
good
me
night.
your take. You're a freshman. I'm a sophomore. I've been to two. This is your first one. What did you think?
I thought it was really nice, or it was really funny. It was really hilarious. I enjoyed all the musical pieces as well. The stripping, as you will, was well choreographed.
Oh, okay.
I thought that was
Hot
pretty
take.
cool. Hot take. But I really wish I could have been in it. I know there were a couple of freshmen in there. Unfortunately, I couldn't make the rehearsal times, but I know next year what to expect out of myself in terms of time and how I should perform. So you'll see me on stage next year.
All
I
right.
guarantee it.
Doing what on stage?
Let's keep that a surprise.
Okay.
What'd you
I
think?
think overall, this show compared to last year, there were some skits that really slapped. You know, shower skit. I'm just giving it away. That was my favorite one of the night.
Really good.
But about halfway through, once you got to the second act, then you know their go-to jokes got a little old, if you know what I mean.
So what I thought about, so I thought Act 1 was more consistent. Like you were pretty much laughing out through the whole way of Act 1. I would assume.
Oh,
but
yeah.
with Act 2, it was less consistent, but I felt like a skit or two was like way funnier than like Act 1.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
one
what
of my more favorite skits was Spell ND. I really
Ah.
enjoyed that one, and that was the first one of Act 2. That was really funny. But you were telling me that they had a similar one last year with Spell ND.
Oh, with the NDH
Oh, with
dining
the
hall
NDH,
food
yeah.
names. Yeah,
There you
yeah.
go.
Yep.
That was funny. I didn't expect that.
Yeah. There's
on
always
Thursday
the
night.
classic NDH food names. Your stealth fries. Your
Tater puffs.
Tater puffs. What was the one?
Chef Jet's Pad CU.
Yes. Yes. Never tried it. Never will.
Yeah. Probably not. I did see, I was at NDH, I think it was last week, and I saw Chef Jet's something, so I knew to stay away from it.
Okay. Chef Jet, I'm sorry, but
I say that as a proud worker of at NDH.
yeah. So do you know Chef Jed?
I do not.
If you did, would you tell us?
Yes, I will.
Okay.
I'm gonna apply for a manager position there pretty soon. So maybe I'll get to meet Chef Jet.
We appreciate the journalistic integrity on air. We can never let the story go unheard.
Okay, I got you.
But I think overall, favorite skit from me was the shower skit. Then when you get to, Keenan's jokes all the way through.
Yeah,
This
that
was
was
the
pretty
Keenan Revue
tiring.
this year. I didn't think it was like that last year. I think you can tell a little bit about maybe the head writers by the skits that they let slip through. And once the shower skit, you know, it's heavy, but that's not the point of the skit, you know?
Right.
That's
I got
not
it.
like the plot, all right? It might be more of a illusion to bring out my literary terms, but once you get to song and dance, the musical, talk it down, big thumbs down. Like overall,
I still thought that was
who
pretty
even
enjoyable.
invented that one? I'm sorry, but I'm a hater.
You can agree that the guy who's singing it though, he's an excellent singer though.
Okay, yeah.
You can agree
yeah.
with that
He
because
has some talent.
he also sang the Pizza Pie song, which was a pretty good one.
I wish that he used his talent in different ways.
He's in like a bunch of choirs. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
But
So you're telling me he like sings on Sunday
I think he
at
does.
Mass?
I don't know if he's in folk choir.
Do you think that song's coming out this Sunday? Talk it down.
I'll be going to Mass this Sunday. I hope not, but I don't know. That's a good question. But what was really interesting is that as a freshman, this was my first review, right? So I always heard that after Thursday, it gets censored the following days. That didn't happen this year. It was the same show every single day. So I asked some of the Keenan guys, like, is it supposed to get censored? And they're like, they let us go this year. I was like, maybe they gave up. Maybe if they censored one thing, they had to censor everything because of all the penis jokes.
Maybe, yeah, they were probably thinking, you know, it's either we censor the show and they don't put on a show for the next 2 days, or we just kind of retreat to our administration building and don't touch them. What was your favorite skit, though?
My favorite skit? That's a tough one. I really like the shower skit. Spell and D was one of my favorites. The Apostolic Draft was a pretty good one, I thought.
Yeah,
there were a lot of religious jokes, not penis jokes.
I know.
Wow.
That got all the hardcore Catholics in the audience.
The Purge. That was a good one.
Oh,
that was really good.
The ND Purge.
I laughed so much at the Pascarilla joke. That was probably my favorite. That was hilarious.
Pascarilla East or West?
East. And also the Horton Hears a Review news, the news section, section, which I hear they do like every year. They do like a news portion.
Yeah.
The Baby Yoda tweet.
Yes. Don't go slicky slick on the zoomy zoom or you'll end up in the ditchy ditch.
Better yet, stay homie.
Oh.
I saw that on Thursday. I immediately retreated to my phone, and it's a real tweet.
Yeah, I saw that before I went to the Revue, and I was like, "Excuse me."
Do you follow the ND Police on Twitter?
I do not. I don't know where I saw it though.
Okay, interesting.
I don't know where this happened. I was down the rabbit hole. Let's just say that.
Okay.
Yeah,
I understand that. Sometimes.
So then when they put it on the screen, I wasn't like, okay, this is fake. I was like,
wait a minute.
That's legit. That was a legitimate tweet.
But you thought it was funny.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. That one was good. The news was good. We should invite some of those guys on Tea Time sometime.
Ooh,
you know?
Yeah. A lot of them are seniors.
Oh,
so
okay.
it would be nice just to
Off-campus seniors, wink, wink.
Dude, okay, that was really good during the intermission when they called for the administration to roll back on that decision every night. Thunderous applause. I'm like, yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Were there any standing O's?
Huh?
Standing ovations at that?
I don't think so. Well, maybe,
Okay.
on Saturday,
I
because
was
there are a lot
waiting
of
for it to roll.
There were a lot of like alumni and families on Saturday night in particular, so I imagine so.
Shout out to Johnny Soper, John Horlander. Hope you enjoyed the weekend. Former NDTV superstars on Shamrock Sports. But overall, if you were to give me 5-star rating, where would the Keenan Revue fall?
I would give it a 4 out of 5. Granted, I don't really have anything else to compare it to at the moment. So that could easily change next year. For the better or for worse, we'll have to find out.
Yeah.
What about you?
For purposes of being different and picking a side between, 3, 4, and 5, I'm going to say the definitive Keenan review ranking from me is 3.8 stars, which, means it's pretty good, not quite
impressive.
a 4. I think, there were the skits that slapped. You had the spelling bee, you had the shower, but then, it got old. I'm sorry. I would have liked some more creativity.
Yeah.
So
a little bit.
You don't hit the 4 for me, but pretty good overall. There's some that people are going to be referencing for the next year or two.
The ending skit, I don't think that was a really strong skit to end on, to be honest. So I don't know. We'll see next year.
I did like Creep though. The music choice was good. Creep. Oh yeah, solid.
100%.
I like the parody.
The pre-show music, did you catch those?
Yeah, some of them, not all of them, but.
Keenan's got some really good singers. I'll just say that.
I know, the band of Keenan coming anytime soon.
The guy on the saxophone.
Yes.
He's a freshman. Ted lives in Keenan. Know him. Amazing.
You better get to know him pretty well when he starts playing jazz on in New York City, maybe you can get some free tickets.
Ooh, that's something to think about. I'll keep that in mind.
Yeah. One other thing that's going on this weekend is Junior Parents Weekend.
I'm not a junior.
I'm not a junior. I have Junior Parents Weekend. Apparently, it's a big deal.
Kind of a big deal.
But what happens? Do you just invite all the junior parents to go and buy rooms at the Morris Inn? Is this some giant conspiracy put on by the university?
Spell and D, masquerading, JPW, masquerading, cash grab.
That's the
here
way
first,
it works.
folks.
That's the way it works. JPW, big conspiracy, question mark. Okay, this is where you take it one step further. So let's say the university creates JPW so that in their slow months, people buy rooms at the Morris Inn, specifically junior parents. What's the next step? If we're going to take this further, logically, where do they go next? In my mind, it's making students do all the work so that they can cut costs even further.
Maybe.
This just in, tea time, totally baseless conspiracies, add JPW to the list.
I could come up with a list of a couple JPW conspiracies in my off time. Maybe I'll do that sometime this weekend. Maybe I'll do it later today. Who knows?
And we're about to send it to our correspondent, Chris Frick. But before we do that, Patrick Lomeli, thank you for joining us for our Keenan Revue and JPW parts of the show. What's your review on this Bengal Spice tea before you leave?
It's, can I give it like out of 5 stars?
Sure, sure.
It's 3 out of 5. It's nothing too special,
okay.
but it's better than great value green tea.
Yes.
It's not just water, but it's like half water, which is pretty much tea, but...
So you're saying it's kind of better than Soren, but not as good as Dunn. So it's kind of like the Keenan of teas. On that, Chris Frick.
What's up, Notre Dame? Chris back here.
And I'm his mom.
And we are here to interview people about Junior Parents Weekend. Sir, it's Junior Parents Weekend. You excited?
Pumped.
Pumped? You junior?
No.
Oh, no parents for you this weekend. By the way, if this video doesn't do well, I'm going to start smoking. Guys, do you think I should stop asking my mom for permission to hang out with my friends even when I'm in college?
Probably.
Yes, yeah.
Probably.
Depends what she says.
Mom, should I keep asking you?
You always have to keep asking me.
All right, fine. Xbox Joe wants you to bring your parents to Veggie Buddies. Sir, can you tell me a Yo Mama joke?
Yo mama's so stupid. She opened the microwave when the doorbell rang.
Oh, dang. Mom, what do you think? Mom, what do you think of that one?
Ouch.
Oh, Mrs. Frick, no.
Your maiden name is Wallace, and you took the last name Frick. What were you thinking? Should I be able to start calling my mom by her first name?
Never, it's your mom.
Do you not already?
Never.
No.
Oh.
I think you should be able to do whatever you want to do.
Yes.
Yes.
Whoa. Mom.
No, thumbs down.
Oh, Mom still says no. Any of y'all want to talk to my mom? No. Oh, my God. Mom, you put in all this work to have children, and nobody cares. Sir, it's Junior Parents Weekend. Are you junior? You're senior. Oh, man, you don't get to have parents this weekend. Is this video making you wish that I stayed closer to home? Can someone tell my mom she still looks young? I got my mom on the phone. She needs to hear that she still looks young. Sir, can you tell my mom she still looks young and beautiful?
Mrs. Frick, you are still young and beautiful.
Oh, my God. Do you
Oh my
love to
gosh,
hear that?
you made my dinner.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Thank you.
Sir, tell my mom she still looks young.
You still look young.
Oh, my God, Mom, this is the best day for you. Does my mom still look young? Oh, God, Mom, this girl thinks you look old. Oh, no. Yo, it's Junior Parents Weekend. Are you junior?
No, I'm not.
Oh, my God. No one gets to have parents this weekend. Any of y'all got a great Yo Mama joke? No, my mom's on the phone. Are you crazy? Sir, is my mom still young looking? Oh, my God. He thinks you're old, Mom. So, Mom, these are the modern market workers.
Hi, modern market workers.
So, Mom, at home, you cook most of my meals. But when I'm here at school, modern market workers cook most of my meals. So, would it be fair to say that you guys are my new mom?
No, I don't think so.
Mom, who's your favorite child?
I guess because I'm on the spot, that would be you.
Oh my God, it's declared. I don't even need to talk to you guys. Let's go. I'm sending this video to my sisters. Hey everyone, my mom just said I'm her favorite child. Who's more handsome, me or Joseph? Me or Peter? Me, Peter, Matthew, and Will. No.
You are. I gotta give it to my son. Oh, I have to go with Christopher.
Let's go! I got it again. I'm undefeated today, boys. I'm sorry, Peter. I mean, better luck next time. All right. Have fun being like not as handsome as me, I guess. But the self-esteem is through the roof right now. Mom, we got me, we got Connor, we got Zach. Out of the three of us, who is the most handsome?
I'm gonna go with Connor on this one.
I'm getting a tattoo now. Look what you've done.
Enjoy Junior Parents Weekend.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm a sophomore. My mom doesn't get to come. We're very upset about it.
Oh my gosh, Chris Frick.
He's the funniest person I know. I want him to do a stand-up comedy act, but he keeps pushing back on that. But one day when I am a lawyer and I sign him on, you know, it will.
Yeah,
So.
yeah.
Yeah. So
But-
hello everyone. Nice to be back for my second time. We're not talking about The Bachelor today, so I probably won't run over, but we'll see because you know that's what I do best. So.
JPW, you heard us. Is it a
Yes.
conspiracy? By the way, Junior.
Yes, I am a junior.
Junior.
What's a conspiracy?
Is JPW a conspiracy? A blatant money grab by the university to get junior parents to book rooms in the Morrison?
Yeah, it's very interesting to me. Like when the date for the JPW came out, all of the hotels were already booked. Like people were scrambling, they were freaking out. I'm excited for it, but what kind of confuses me is, I mean, there are a lot of family, like when you're a senior, all of your parents are back again. It seems almost redundant. I don't know. I'm excited for it though. It's a good time to make sure my parents buy all my toiletries, you know, while they're here and get a few free meals. But I think it's gonna be really fun. I'm looking forward to
Wink,
it.
Mom and Dad.
Oh, they're picking me up after this. We're going to Target for some detergent. I'm very excited.
What is JPW though? Like,
So
what goes on?
So all of the parents flock to Notre Dame, and there's a bunch of different scheduled events for everyone. So tonight, I think there's the gala. I don't know. People want to pronounce it different ways. So everyone meets, and I think it's in the Danky Ballroom, and we get all dressed up and have a little dance. It's basically like a formal with your parents. I'm very excited about it. And tonight, all of my friend group, we're going out to dinner, which will be very fun. And then before the gala, and then tomorrow we get to meet with the professors. So my parents get to meet my professors. I really hope that they say nice things about me, and aren't like, oh yeah, she talks all the time in class. I mean, I do, but. So tomorrow is like that professor meet and greet, and then we're doing our own lunch. And then tomorrow at an afternoon is the junior parents mass. So it's kind of like when you were a freshman and we all went to mass together. It's reminiscent of that, which is kind of cool. And then that night we do the president's dinner. So we're all sitting up, I think it's upstairs again in the Danky Ballroom for a little sit-down dinner. We're gonna see how good the ND catering is tomorrow. I'm very interested to see what they whip up for us. But I'm really excited. And then I think on Sunday, everyone's going out to brunch. It's gonna be like a brunch thing.
So it's kind of like throwback to when you're in elementary school because they have like the father-daughter dance,
It's
and then they have
everything
parent-teacher conferences, and then you're going to church with your parents.
Yeah.
So it's
gonna be
like,
fun.
hey, remember when you were 10 years
Yeah,
old and
and
we
now
did all
we're
of
all
these same things?
20 plus crazy kids, but it's interesting because I remember welcome weekend's kind of similar. You do the meet and greet with the parents, and the parents meet your rectors. So I'm really excited to see, like, compare those two and see how many people I've met that I can introduce to my parents. Like it's gonna be a little sad and emotional because now we're juniors, we're not freshmen. But I'm excited to see what happens this weekend.
And it all starts on Valentine's Day.
I know. My parents are my Valentine. I'm really happy. I'm like very excited that they're here. And my mom always buys me chocolates. So I don't have to get it mailed to me this time. So happy Valentine's Day.
Happy Valentine's Day to you. But this leads me to our next section.
I'm scared.
Okay. There are so many terms out there that, I have no idea what they mean, or I have figured out what they mean, over the last couple days. So we're going to call this lovely definitions, all right?
Oof, let me
The
sit
way
my
this
teeth.
works is we have terms, and these terms are all about love, and I have no idea what they
Don't
mean.
worry, the
so
love expert. You know me, coaches don't play, as my friend Sophia likes to say. So I just
okay.
give the advice, but I can hopefully clear some things up for you.
All right, thank you. So then I can add these to my
Yeah, your
playbook.
repertoire. Yes,
and pull them out when I need them. The first one is what is cuffing season? When is cuffing season?
Cuffing season's around the fall time when it starts to get a little chilly out. Normally, you know, with the freshmen, they're starting to talk to the cute boy in Steads or whatever that they've been eyeing, and it's during football
The mini
season.
one.
Yes. So cuffing season is when, like, you seem as though everyone around you is getting together and finding a romantic partner, and it can be frustrating to those who don't have romantic partners in their life. But so that's, I think, where it kind of the term started. You know, cuffing as in handcuffing. So the people who are a little pessimistic and maybe just a little jealous that their friends are getting cuffed would say that, like, oh, you're cuffed. So that's cuffing season.
But you'd think, you know, it's Valentine's Day in February. Wouldn't cuffing season be like leading up to Valentine's Day because you don't want to be like all lonely on Valentine's Day?
I hate to tell you, but we are actually in the midst of the beginning of uncuffing season. So it's beginning to look a lot like spring. Well, at least we can see the sun in the sky for the first time. And so my studies have shown that now couples are going to start breaking up. It's very interesting. We call it uncuffing season. Personally, I believe that it just started. If you go to the Huddle or if you go to Starbucks or any place on campus to get snacks for your girlfriends, a lot of them will be missing because people are going to buy gifts for their friends who've just broken up with people. It's very interesting to see. Pro tip, if you go to Starbucks to get your friend a cake pop, make sure that you take the hearts off the cake pop if you're going to give it to her because she's just uncuffed from a boy or, you know, girl, whatever. So cuffing season, I would say, you know, when school starts through the first semester, you know, cold, someone to snuggle with in those winter months. But when it starts to become darty season in the spring, people are going to uncuff. And I'm very interested to see how this goes. For
I
all
heard
my
it's
friends.
kind of year-round, too. So this is how it works.
Yeah, it's a cycle.
Well, from January.
Oh, yes.
Uncuffing season. And then spring fling.
Yeah.
And then
See, but then
hot
it's
girl
summer.
summer. And then
Yes.
cuffing season because, you
It's
know,
a
you
cycle.
need
It's
people
cyclical.
for the holidays.
It's definitely, as an English major, you know, we study what the seasons mean in class all the time. And so winter and fall are supposed to mean death, but then like spring is rebirth. So to me, I guess in the spring you're feeling a little freer and you're ready to maybe find someone else or just find yourself. So I'm interested to see. I mean, maybe you guys could put this test. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe people uncuff in the fall and start cuffing in the spring.
I mean,
don't
your
know.
studies have shown.
I'm just saying in the summer, I mean, most couples here at Notre Dame don't live in the same area. So normally the summer and summer abroad is a big uncuffing factor. And so we'll see what happens. I don't know.
Yeah.
Sorry to all of those who, I don't know. Again, coaches don't play. I have not really experienced either yet, but that's what I've seen. So
All right.
what's your next question?
Next one. So, ring by spring. I've heard about this.
This is absolutely terrifying.
The first time I heard of, I was like, ring by spring?
Yeah,
like,
what?
question marks. Enlighten me.
Okay. So, well, the other day I was actually joking with one of my classmates. She's a senior, and she got her senior ring. So she's like, oh, ring by spring, ring by spring. I was like, that's not what it means, sweetie. Ring by spring is when you are a senior at Notre Dame or anywhere, honestly. Mostly Catholic colleges or military academies, I will say. And you want to find your fiance before graduation. Now, personally, like, if I get married, I will be getting married in my 30s, late 30s. I don't want to be married to whatever immature person that I meet at Notre Dame.
You hear that, Notre Dame students?
No.
All
that was
immature,
no one
all
in
is.
In particular, but yeah. So there are some people that do get married before graduation. I know a few seniors that graduated last year that are engaged. It's a hot take. I don't know. I just feel like it's very interesting. But Notre Dame students, everyone knows what they want here. So if you could book your basilica. You can book the basilica now if you get married.
Online.
Yes,
Don't
yes, that's a
even need
huge
to do the
thing.
phone call.
Like you have to know 2 years out. So I don't know. I was talking to someone the other day. Like, do you just pick a date and hope that you find a man by then? Like, oh, okay, well, I want to be married at 25, so I'm gonna get married in 2025 and hope that a fiance proposes. I don't know. It's very, very interesting. But yeah, so that's ring by spring. So getting married
So it'll
before.
almost be like the woman's dowry instead of bringing money to the table.
They book
I
the
bring
basilica.
the wedding date.
I brought the wedding date, and I didn't have to wait online or on the phone. I know that people used to call that one day. There was like one day where you could call, and the lines would be totally backed up, and it was just this one lady typing in everyone's. And they do it back to back. It's like boom, boom, boom. I don't know. That comes to a point where it's almost an impersonal wedding. Like you're using the same flowers from. I obviously anyone would love to get married at the basilica, but it's interesting, very interesting. So.
Yeah. My next one is we did cuffing season, ring by spring, talking. Nowadays people are talking.
Yeah.
We aren't going out. We're just talking.
That confuses me, and it's kind of like the equivalent too of like having a thing. So it's like you're texting and Snapchatting one another, and you like maybe go out on dates. I don't know. I haven't met anyone here at Notre Dame that like really goes out on dates, but you're like
Dining hall
exclusive
dates.
dining hall.
Excuse me.
The DHC, the dining hall date. But it's basically like, oh yeah, like we're a thing. Like we're not dating because I'm too afraid to commit. And I might find someone better, but I have this person in my life. I don't know. I wrote an article for it for her campus, and it comes to a point where there's a lot of miscommunication, and I think that you need to let someone know what you want before you go into this phase. And like, if the boy thinks that you're dating him and you're not exclusive, it can lead to heartbreak. So just maybe define like what you want. Like, oh, like I really enjoy spending time with you, but I don't really want a serious relationship. I just want to let you know. Just throw it out there. I feel like we need to be a little more transparent. And I'm not saying like, oh, you have to define the relationship right when you start dating someone. Like that's not cool. Like don't rush into it. But there gets to be a point where you know what you want. And I think that you can be more honest with that person, just to save everyone from the fighting and the heartbreak and the girlfriends chiming in. And it's all. College is so fun and so interesting because it's like everyone I saw a TikTok and it was yes, I do TikTok, and it was like college is like a really bad pitch for a reality TV show. Like put everyone when they're at their most attractive stages like in one place, like an all-inclusive resort, and like shake it up and see what happens. Like it's brutal. So it's really interesting to see again. So the talking thing, and that's become more popular now. People I think want to keep their options open, but I don't know. There's to a point where you can't always keep your options open. So that's what talking means.
So what you're saying is when you start a relationship, you shouldn't be like, all right, I got the basilica booked for 2025.
No, don't scare him or her. Don't do that. That's not cute.
But then eventually you got to have that conversation.
Eventually you're going to have to have that conversation. Oh, like, are we dating? Like, what do I tell my, like, you don't want to go to home. The worst when you go home on Thanksgiving and your really nosy aunt's like, what boyfriend do you have? And you don't know what to say because you're like, well, I like have been seeing X, but like I don't know how he, it's just no, just skip that.
Yeah. And that leaves you open to getting curved.
Yeah.
Real quick.
So curved means when.
What does it mean to be curved?
Curved is basically like being ghosted. Ghosted is basically just leaving and never talking to them again. You just exit that chat and you're like, okay, bye. Getting curved is when someone just kind of doesn't like you like that and just kind of goes, no, I just think we should stay friends.
Like
that
explicitly or implicitly,
It can go both ways.
Like it can be pretty smooth.
Some people can be really smooth. I've like heard of people saying like, oh, I'm just not ready for a relationship, but you're great. That's a classic one. Or like, oh, I just got out of a bad relationship. Or there's the one that's like, I just think of you as a friend. There can be some really mean ones too. So don't be mean. Like, it's Valentine's Day, spread the love. My parents are my Valentines, so I'm very happy today, but be nice to each other.
All right. And since we didn't get to talk about it last
Because
time,
last time I was talking too much.
Bengal spiced tea. What do you think?
I love it. It's got, see, I love turmeric tea. I like that like heavy spice.